In this video, we're going to talk through how to approach Edexcel English Language Paper 2, Question 3. To do that, we'll look at extracts from a couple of student responses to a set question, so don't be afraid to press pause at any point if you need time to read through what's on screen. Just like Paper 1, Question 3 on Paper 2 examines Assessment Objective 2. That's your ability to analyse how writers use language and structure to achieve effects and influence readers. However, on Paper 2, the question asks you to look at the whole text rather than just a small section, and it's worth 15 marks rather than 6. So discussing things like tone and recurring images can be really useful. Paper 2 Question 3 is always the same and will ask you to analyse how the writer uses language and structure to interest and engage the reader. We're going to have a look now at 2 extracts from student responses to this question and talk about how they've approached it. Let's start with student A. Press pause now to give yourself time to read through what they've written, and press play again when you're ready. Student A's response achieves a level 3. This is because it explains some of the reasons why certain devices have been used, but doesn't really begin to analyse the effects. The answer starts with a clear and valid point about what makes the text interesting and supports it with a relevant quotation. There are explanations about what the devices do, and the use of phrases such as helps to show and helps add a sense of mystery go some way to showing the examiner that the student is trying to explain the effects. However, this student could have improved their response with the sentences shown here. By adding these lines in, the student would have made a clear connection between what the writer has achieved and how that affects the audience. In the second paragraph, the student clearly explains the effect of sentence structure and is beginning to be more specific about why the text is interesting. If the student had added the words highlighted at the end, they would have made a direct link to a particular type of audience, people who don't know anything about the situation Gellhorn is describing. This would have helped to make the answer more focused on the effect on the reader and boosted the marks. Now let's look at an extract from student B's response. Press pause now to give yourself time to read it through, then press play again when you're ready. Student B's response is much more analytical about the effects of the devices used, and so it would achieve a level 5. In their opening, the student directly addresses the question by writing that Gellhorn immediately engages the reader, and then makes a comment about the elements of the narration used at the start of the text. By analysing Gellhorn's choice to include the story about the Archbishop, the student is actually discussing a structural feature. Anecdotes, direct quotations, and eyewitness comments can all be classed as structural elements of a text if analysed properly. Although student B uses many of the same points as student A, by saying things like, the reader would find things shocking and appalling, there is a clear understanding of how the techniques are working to engage and interest the reader. This response also discusses tone and links to the role of the writer herself, which helps show a greater understanding of how the text works as a whole. Because this question asks you to deal with the whole text, talking about tone is one way of doing this really efficiently because it's typically something that goes through the whole text. Obviously, if there's a significant tonal shift within the text, that's something worth analysing too. Notice how this student is using information about the writer to emphasise why the sentence, "I had never been in such a frightening city," is so effective. Implied references to the readers being aware of Gellhorn's experience are useful. They help give a specific reason as to why these devices are so engaging, so make sure you look at the detail about the text as well as at the text itself. Okay, let's leave it there. Hopefully you can see the difference between the 2 responses. To recap, to be successful on this question, you need to think about the whole text, so it's a good idea to look at things like tone and recurring images. Make sure your answer is focused on the effects on the reader, and make sure you explain why the devices you talk about are interesting and engaging. To get some practice in before the exam, why not try some past papers and see how you do with AO2? There's an Edexcel-style example paper attached to this pod if you want to have a go at working through it yourself. Good luck!